right, today we're cracking a code that honestly trips up just about everyone who learns English. And hey, even some of us who've spoken it our whole lives. We are talking about nouns, and we're going to uncover the simple, kind of surprising rules behind some of the trickiest words in the language.
Okay, let's just dive right into the heart of the mystery, shall we? This question right here. Why do sheep get to play by their own set of rules, while cats follow the one we all expect? It seems totally random, right? Well, I promise you, by the end of this, you won't just know the answer, you'll actually see the hidden logic behind it all.
You know, to crack any code, you have to start with the fundamentals. So let's begin our little journey here with a concept we all think we know like the back of our hand. The difference between just one of something and a whole bunch of them.
First up, the singular noun. Super simple, right? This is our starting block. It just means one of something. One dog, one book, one city. Easy enough.
And of course, where you have one, you're going to have more than one. That's where the plural noun comes in. Dogs, books, cities. But how do we get from singular to plural? This is where the code really starts to show itself.
Okay, so let's level up. Now we're going to get into the real mechanics of it all, the actual rules for how you take one thing and turn it into many.
So, at first glance, the system seems pretty straightforward, doesn't it? For most words, you just slap an S on the end. Cat becomes cats. Easy. If a word ends in a hissy sound like S or SH, you add ES. Bus becomes buses. Then you've got these little special cases for words ending in Y or F. It all looks pretty organized, for the most part.
And then you get these guys, the rule breakers, the rebels of the noun world. Man becomes men, child becomes children. These are the irregulars, and they make the language pretty interesting. And hey, look, there's our old friend sheep, just staying sheep. Now that's a clue, but it's not the whole story. So here's the thing, all those rules about adding S or ES, they're not the most important part of the code. Nope, there's another, deeper rule that's running the whole show, and it all boils down to one very, very simple question.
And that big question is simply this: can you count it? If the answer is yes, then you're dealing with what we call a countable noun. These are things you can easily point to and number. One apple, two chairs, you can even have three ideas. If you can stick a number in front of it, it's probably countable.
But what happens when you can't? I mean, think about it. You would never ask for 3 waters or 5 sugars, right? These are uncountable nouns. They refer to a whole mass, a substance, or a concept that we don't really break up into individual pieces. You'd ask for some water, not one water.
This side-by-side really makes it pop, doesn't it? On the left, you've got these distinct items you can totally count. On the right, you've got stuff that's more like a mass. I mean, sure, you could technically count every single grain of rice in a bowl, but who's got the time for that? We treat it as a whole. You count the glasses of milk, not the milks.
And get this difference actually changes the other words we use in a sentence. It's so important. You have many books, but you have much information. You have a few chairs, but you have a little sugar. The type of noun literally tells you which words you're allowed to use with it.
Okay, now for the grand finale. This is the moment we've been building up to. It's time to put all the pieces together, the plurals, the countability, and solve the biggest puzzles in the game, all with the help of a very useful farm animal.
And here it is, the big aha moment. Just look at the word chicken. When you're talking about the animal, the individual bird clucking around in the yard, it's countable. You can see 1 chicken or 2 chickens. But the second you're talking about the food on your plate, it becomes uncountable. It's a substance, a type of meat. You ask for some chicken, not a chicken. See, the context is everything. It's the same word playing 2 completely different games.
So there you have it. We've totally cracked the code. Now let's pack all of that up into a quick and easy cheat sheet so you can use this stuff right away.
All right, let's run through this. Number 1, singular is one, plural is more than one. Got it. 2, plurals have rules but also a bunch of rebels. 3, and this is the most important one, always ask yourself, can I count it? That one question tells you if you're dealing with a countable noun, which can be singular or plural, or an uncountable one, which usually just chills in its singular form. And finally, the master key. Some nouns can be both. That is the chicken rule in action. So let's circle all the way back to our first mystery. Why 1 sheep, 2 sheep? Well, hundreds of years ago, people thought of farm animals like sheep as a collective group, a mass, kind of like rice or water. So they treated the word as uncountable. And that habit just stuck, even though, yeah, we can obviously count them today. Now that you understand the hidden logic of countability, you can see it's not random at all. So the real question is,
What other confusing parts of English are just puzzles, waiting for you to find the right key? Pretty cool to think about, right? Stay curious.